What's the best diet for skin health? Think eat to glow. G is for greens, including fresh fruit and vegetables, along with pre and probiotic foods and spices. L for lean proteins from lean cuts of meat or plant-based options. Dairy products like cheese or yogurt can fit in too. O stands for, well, we'll come back to that one. It's a little bit controversial. W is for whole grains, which, come to think of it, is a little bit controversial too. Hi, I'm Dr. Finbar, here to help you learn to love the skin you're in. I healed my acne-prone skin by changing my lifestyle, and one of the biggest changes was what I ate. Eat to Glow is just one of 4 key principles in Dr. Thivi Maruthappu's SkinFood Approach. Dr. Thivi is the UK's first dual qualified dermatologist and nutritionist, so she should know a few things about the best diet for skin health. She's currently involved in researching the impact of diet on many skin disorders. Her SkinFood Approach is an anti-inflammatory way of eating because inflammation lies at the heart of not only skin disease but many other health conditions as well. The 4 key principles in the SkinFood Approach are 1. Eat to glow. 2. Eat pre and probiotic foods daily to support gut health. 3. Include anti-inflammatory spices such as turmeric and cinnamon into your meals. And 4. Moderate your alcohol and refined sugar intake. Let's start with alcohol and sugar. It's no surprise, alcohol isn't great for your skin. Who has ever looked in the mirror after a night of drinking and thought, don't I look fantastic? Alcohol can worsen inflammatory skin conditions like rosacea and psoriasis, and it's linked to an increase in facial lines and puffiness, particularly around the eyes. So it's worth cutting back or even taking some time off alcohol altogether. As for refined sugar, this one's tricky because it's everywhere these days. Foods with a high glycemic index like cake, white bread, biscuits and sweets cause large spikes in the blood sugar, triggering the formation of AGEs, advanced glycation end products, in the skin. These AGEs bind to collagen and elastin, causing the skin to stiffen and leading to early aging. In other words, sugar is literally aging us. Excess sugar can also lead to breakouts and acne and flares in some people. In the long term, high levels of sugar can lead to insulin resistance and eventually diabetes. So reducing your sugar intake is crucial, not just for healthy skin, but for your overall metabolic and cardiovascular health too. Skin tags, a very common issue, can also be an early sign of insulin resistance. If you have any skin tags, it's a good idea to get your blood pressure, your cholesterol and your sugar levels checked. Now, let's get back to the Eat to Glow principle. G for greens. We should aim for almost half of our daily intake of food to come from fruits and vegetables. You've probably heard the phrase, eat the rainbow. Well, this is your chance to fill your plate with a variety of colourful foods. L for lean proteins. These should make up around a quarter of your daily intake. If you're an athlete or getting older, you might need even more than that, close to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, to maintain overall health and recovery. O. Well, it stands for oils and healthy fats. This one is controversial because for years we were told that fat was bad for us. This led to a boom in the low-fat products, which were mostly replaced with sugar, and that didn't work out too well for our nation's health. Healthy fats should make up at least 10% of our daily intake. But look for fats which contain polyunsaturated fats like omega-3s, and these are found in nuts and seeds and oily fish. Olive oil and avocado are also great sources. These fats help moisturize the skin from within, supporting the skin barrier and reducing inflammation. Omega-3 oils have even been shown to reduce the severity of acne, rosacea and psoriasis, so I do find myself recommending them quite frequently in my clinic. Now, seed oils are also fine as long as they haven't been overheated or reheated too many times, as this can produce trans fats which are increasing inflammation levels in our body, and they're not good for our skin health or heart or other things. So we should aim to minimize saturated fats like butters, but there's no need to eliminate them completely. It's all about balance. Too much of anything can be harmful, but in the right amounts, fats are essential for our health. Now on to W, whole grains. Like proteins, these should make up around about a quarter of our daily intake. Whole grains have a low glycemic index, and this means that they don't cause the sharp spikes in our blood sugar that more refined carbohydrates do. They're also high in fibre, which helps feed our gut bacteria. Examples include brown rice, quinoa, oats, whole grain breads and sourdough. Now, you might have noticed that I haven't recommended any specific diet like keto or carnivore, vegan or vegetarian, and that's because it's a personal choice. But as a general rule, be cautious when taking health advice from celebrities, influencers, wellness experts and biohackers. While they might be well-meaning, they often get stuck in rigid narratives that can be difficult for them to back out of, such as seed oils are bad for you, no questions, or carbohydrates make you fat. It's more nuanced than that, and we should be encouraged when someone changes their opinion or their advice based on the latest scientific evidence. After all, changing our mindsets and approach and keeping up with the latest evidence is the only way of making progress in healthcare. Let's move on to the next principle, including prebiotic and probiotic foods daily. Prebiotics are non-digestible fibers that promote the growth of beneficial bacteria in our gut. They act as food for probiotics. Common sources of prebiotics include garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, and as mentioned earlier, whole grains. Probiotics are live microorganisms that help maintain a healthy balance in our gut. You can find them in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso. Supplements can also be helpful, but you have to choose high quality sources. Finally, the SkinFood Approach recommends including spices in our diet. Turmeric is both antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, and while there isn't much research yet on its effect on skin health, we know it can reduce inflammation in the body. Cinnamon is interesting. It's been shown to reduce high blood sugars. I sprinkle it on my banana pancakes to keep the sugar levels low. And it also has antioxidant properties, but be cautious. It can flare rosacea in some people, so you have to pay attention to how your skin reacts to it. And that goes for all foods. What we eat isn't the only lifestyle factor important for skin health, so be sure to check out my next video where I explain the types of exercise that promotes younger looking skin. See you there.